welcome! I'm Axolotl. Today I'm going to be playing some survival Minecraft. As you can see, we start out quite normal as most survival worlds, getting some wood and crafting it and making sure to mark down where I spawned in case I ever invite someone to the world, so I know where they'll spawn in, because that's important. And then most of this time in the first part is spent collecting wood and then running around a bit trying to see where I am after I finish cutting down this tree. This is my first time recording a video, so we'll see how this goes. The tree is almost done. Chicken! There's a chicken over there. I didn't notice that before. Okay, now's the part where I just ran around and looked at my surroundings. There's a bunch of trees. It is a savanna biome, which is not the best, but it's not my favorite, but I'll survive because it is across from a normal forest, I believe. I punched a sheep to death because I needed the wool for the bed. And continued to run around a bit. Looking over here, what I was doing at this moment was trying to find a place where I would build a bridge later on, which is one of my plans, is I'm going to build a bridge over there. And I decided to craft all my wood into planks and build a crafting table for the first time. Why did it take me this long to build a crafting table? I don't know. It just did. There's the water. I like that there's a river nearby because I can do a lot of stuff. Why did it take me so long to figure out where the pickaxes were? Pick up the crafting table. That's a pretty important thing. Yeah. Well, how was your day? Hey, well, I punched another sheep and get more wool. So how was your day, week? How many YouTube videos have you watched already before finding this one? Oh, there's another sheep over there. I'm not going to kill it because I don't need to. I decided to go climb up this mountain because I saw a spot that I thought would be a cool place for a mine. Because mining is pretty important at this stage in the game, in the beginning, and we will get to our first time lapse, which is starting in like a few minutes. We'll start our first time lapse. Hopefully this goes well. I've never done a time lapse before. There we go. So, yeah. Oh, make sure you drink water and eat food. I know it's annoying that people keep telling you to do that, but you need to do it, okay? And if it's 2 a.m. and you're still awake, go to bed. I know you don't want to, but go to bed. I'm not going to allow you to have a horrible sleep schedule and ruin your life because of it. And as you can see, I just decided that this would be a good place for community mine at some point. So that's what I started doing. I started mining out this little 3x3 hallway. And then I started to dig down, starting on the staircase. I'm going to be quiet now for a bit until the time lapse is finished. You didn't think I'd leave you alone for that long, did you? I can't. So, yeah, I was just mining. I didn't find anything on this mining trip. I wish I did. If I had dug just a little farther, I would have gotten a lot more. And as you can see, we're back to normal Minecraft, not a time lapse. So I built a furnace and sheep. Ran right into the sheep. I ran right into that sheep, didn't I? I decided to go chop down a tree because I needed wood for building um for building a campfire. That's the word. Campfire. So I could cook my food faster and not have to waste precious materials. Like wood, to smelt it, you only have to use like a little bit of wood to get it. And I decided to go adventuring a little bit, go walk around. I spent a lot of time just wandering for a bit and just looking around. I know I already said that once, but that's mostly just what I did. So I ran back up here, looked at my view, because it's a very amazing view, and decided to smelt some wood for torches and for the campfire later on. Don't know why I stripped that one, because I thought you had to have strip logs for campfires. As we can see in just a moment, I was wrong. You can have both, and you actually need 3, not 1. Yeah, it was kind of stupid. But yeah, now I have my campfire, and I set it down right here and cooked some mutton. So, and then I took the rest of the charcoal and made torches and went to go light up my mine shaft. This is when I realized that there was something about the spot that I was in that would be a good spot. Mostly because there's a mountain there. I haven't found anything yet, but I will later on. Later me will be very lucky. But the sun was setting, and it's time for me to, on my first day now, it was time for me to collect my food and get to bed. But of course, it's not quite right. The sun doesn't let you sleep until it's way down on the horizon. So I just watched the sunset. And then the sun shrunk. I don't know how that works, but it just shrunk. It was my second day, finally, I think. Why does it always feel like the first day is longer than all of the rest? I don't know. But, as you can see, I continue to go back to mining. Mining out a cave. Light. I almost messed up on that torch placement. Coming back up to the surface, I decided to go plant a tree. Might as well contribute to nature if I'm going to be destroying it later on at some point. Oh, cow. Hello, cow. At this point, I decided I was going to build this little structure around spawn. Starting with some cobblestone in the corners. 2 cobblestone in the corners. Or at least where there was. And then I realized I don't have enough wood. Well, at least I'll realize in a minute. Looking back at this, I do realize now that I had never had enough wood to do this. Because it was all over back in my base. I had no wood at all. Big. I grabbed the rest of the wood from the furnace and made some stairs before running back to the little structure I was building. If you have any suggestions of what kind of things I should build in this world, please put them down in the comments. I'll take a look at them and see if I can build it, or at least do my best to build it. But I decided to do some terraforming just to make sure it doesn't look weird. Hopefully. Finally realized I have a shovel. After finally realizing I finally had a shovel, it moved much quicker. The process of building moved much quicker. Then I realized, oh wait, I don't have enough acacia. So I went to go chop down a tree. Kept running around and couldn't decide which tree I wanted to chop down. Then I decided on this one over here. After chopping it down pretty quickly, I turned the 5 logs into 20 planks and proceeded to fill in the rest of where it was missing wood. And that's all I did at that for the moment. Then I decided I wanted to go check in this cave, because why not? Really didn't go that far. So I left it. Kept looking around for caves to see if I could find one that has any iron in it, because I am sorely lacking in any tools. I decided to head into this cave, which was much longer. Well, still flooded. Before finding coal, which also was a very important little mineral. I collected all the coal, which I believe I got like a total of 10, and then I realized there was something blocking my head. And I decided to try and swim down through this cave. Then I realized I wouldn't have enough air, so I decided to swim back up before almost suffocating. Then after eating some food, I decided I would try again, just try and swim. First by going to the very edge of where there was still air, then swimming through. If I ever end up draining this cave, I probably could use the stuff that's in it. And just as I was about to start drowning, or I did start drowning, I got out into the sun. If you're wondering why I turned around so many times, it's because there was a drown right next to me and I didn't realize it. There was 2 drowns actually, I didn't realize that. It scared me. Decided to continue exploring, see if I could find any more caves or something. And I found a cave, or Kind of looked like a ravine at the moment, but I'll see in a minute that it wasn't quite just a ravine. Decided to make some more torches with my tons of wood and coal, because I do have a ton. I had 32 torches at the end of crafting, and I went down the other side of the cave after grabbing the coal that was so nicely placed on the other side. Then I headed down to into the cave, trying not to die. I've been known notoriously by my friends for the person who dies every 20 seconds. And I see a zombie. So, I really wish it had dropped that helmet, but it didn't. I ended up killing it with my axe. And I continued to head into the cave and see what was down there. There was a ton of coal. And I almost thought that flower was a creeper. But it wasn't, it was just a flower. I headed down here and I got attacked by a skeleton. That was wearing double chainmail armor, or a helmet and chest plate. I was down to 1.5 hearts. I don't think I ever managed to get those bones, which I realize is not. Yeah, they would have showed up in my inventory if I had managed to grab them, but I guess I didn't. So I got some iron. I got 6 iron from this little patch, and then there was more, like 2 more on the ceiling. I just realized there was some down there as well, but I was scared for my life and did not want to continue searching this cave. Almost. So there's another cave up there. So I decided to go down this hallway just a minute to see what would happen. And there was a creeper. That scared me. And I was attacked by 3 zombies. Those actually dealt quite a bit of damage to me. Then I ran out of torches and I realized that I might as well just leave because I didn't want to be down there any longer with no food. So I just headed back up to the surface. I decided to climb back out of the cave, finally, and I realized it's night. This is a problem. Let's get out of here as quick as possible. So I did my best to climb out of the ravine as fast as possible. and make sure I run the correct way over the ravine so I don't fall back in, and run straight back to my base before I get killed by something. There was a creeper right there. I did manage to get away from the creeper before it could kill me. I finally got him back to the base and went straight to bed. I know, there's a creeper right behind me. I shouldn't have done that. I should have moved my bed. But, oh, guess what? I'll be fine. There's a zombie right here that made me burn a little bit. Then my axe broke. Then I had to punch the creeper, which didn't work out quite as well as I planned to, and now there's a big hole in the ground, which I proceeded to not fill up because there was too many creepers and stuff. Instead, I decided to make a door for my little cave, at least for the moment, so I could hide my bed inside. And not have a possibility of dying. No. Again. As I am currently at 2 hearts, I decided to smelt my iron and put it away and eat some rotten flesh because I had no other food. So I proceeded to eat the rotten flesh and decided to continue mining. Decided to continue mining out my little space. Then my pickaxe broke, and I proceeded to make one of the dumbest decisions I think I've ever made before. Or that might be another minute from now. But I decided to get some more wood. And food, of course, because food is important. I proceeded down the hill to see another sheep. I decided to kill this sheep too, because food, of course. And I ended up with 4 pieces of meat. Then I killed a pig. I didn't want to kill the pig, but I had no food. And then I found another cave. Yum. So, there's another ravine. I returned back to my little fortress mine. I don't know what I'm going to call it. It's mostly going to be a mine shaft once I get my own house built, which I do plan to do some point. Don't know when. I found this spot where there's a bunch of coal. I did not collect it at the moment, or actually, no, I did. I couldn't remember if I did. But I collected a bunch of coal, and I got quite a bit from this. And this ended up being a lot of coal. Like, a lot of coal. If any of my friends are watching this that have played Minecraft with me, yes, I have survived without dying. Isn't that great? So I decided, and now I've decided to head back around the mountain, around the backside, just to see what there was, you know, and scout it out, see where I would build stuff, and I came upon this ginormous cave. I'm not going to go into it yet. I don't want to, because I know I will die. Because, yeah. Why is there Bluey in the background? I put my mutton on the campfire and waited for it to cook. And then I decided, I'm going to go mining again, didn't I? Or did I just, oh yeah, I got my iron. 7 pieces of iron, and I made some armor with it. First made a pickaxe, because that was important. And well, before I could make a pickaxe, I realized I have no wood. So I went and chopped down this little oak tree that was right by my base. Then I noticed that the meat had been done, and I placed another pork chop on it, and crafted the planks to make the sticks to make the pickaxe. Then I made some iron boots to go with my hat. And I wanted to build a shield, but I didn't have enough iron or wood. Well, I had enough wood, but I didn't have enough iron yet. And I headed back into my little cave to mine out some more. Starting by getting some torches, of course, because torches are important. And then I decided to go straight back up. Why? I thought I was going to go mining, and then I didn't. Oh, my meat was done. Proceeded to eat the pork chop before chopping the last little piece of wood that I apparently had missed. And planting the oak sapling. I went back to the base and finally decided to actually start mining. Doing some mining, unlike before. And I realized I found iron. So I picked up the iron. I mined the iron and then mined the coal. Which turned out to be a lot of coal again. Also, another reminder, drink water, eat a snack, go to bed. I know, it's the second time I've asked you to do that. But you should do it. It means you should do it. And then I decided to go back up after collecting the iron and coal because, of course, get the iron in the furnace so I could have it by tomorrow for making a shield. And I headed to bed after watching the sunset for a little bit. sleeping through this night. There's just a sheep right there. Headed back down into the mine and like filled up where it had been destroyed from the coal and stuff. And I proceeded to continue mining down before finding another piece of iron. Just one this time. Still, one is better than nothing. And I just continued down. On into the heart of the mountain. Before my pickaxe broke again. So I ran back up to the surface before proceeding to do something very stupid. After getting my lovely iron, I made a shield. And put the rest of the iron in. And then I realized, oh wait, I don't have a pickaxe. As I was running down, I remembered, oh wait, I don't have a pickaxe. So I ran back up to the top of the stairs to craft a pickaxe. Oh, but I didn't craft a pickaxe. I crafted like 6 regular axes, not a pickaxe, just a regular axe. Now I feel dumb because I have 7 axes. So I decided to go light up this cave for some reason. Just so no zombies could surprise me by spawning in there and not despawning from the sun. Then I decided to chop down a bunch of trees with all these axes I had to see how long it would take me to get rid of all of them. I did not break a single axe in the entire time I took chopping these down. Nope. So I continued to chop down trees until there wasn't very many spread out. I left those 2 trees. I decided to leave 2 of the trees because they were like right by the start and I kind of grew attached to them because they were just perfect, sort of. I don't know. I liked them and I didn't want to destroy them. So I just continued building or chopping down some trees. These. Continue chopping down the trees. Before trying to collect some seeds for grass, for wheat, for sheep, and building a farm later on. And also chicken, because chicken is yummy. I then killed another sheep, because of course, why not kill another sheep? Then I decided to plant all my saplings, the acacia saplings, in one spot. So next time I have to chop down trees, it will be much closer. I decided to turn all of my logs into planks. or at least most of them, and grabbed 64 blocks of stone. Before heading over to the spot, I wanted to build a bridge. Or at least to decide where I wanted to put the bridge. Decided on a spot and decided to put down a crafting table, or get a crafting table. And I set the crafting table down and made some stairs. This is where the video will end. In just a few minutes the video will end, so the end. Yeah. How did you like the video, guys? Hopefully you liked it. Bye, thank you, and subscribe.